All I heard was, I'm like, what? Oh, Lordy.
I apologize many times. I thought he was still awake somehow, but no, he went to bed. So
things you can't do with people that were in the military, and while they're in a dead sleep, just start yelling and not think they're going to hop out of the bed and be like, what's going on? Yeah.
You got to watch out for the people's elbow from this guy, man. So,
I punched somebody in the face one time that did that.
I'm telling you.
They come in my room yelling, and I was like, "What up,
All right, let's go to.
It was my wife.
Which I'm sure. Well, hold up.
Now I don't care.
There you go. I'm not gonna say that, but all right.
Now I said I was sorry at the time.
There you go.
I'm still sorry. I do not condone hitting women unless they wake you up out of a dead sleep.
We are definitely against domestic violence, so we do not. Okay, we're gonna move forward.
Unless they wake you up out of. Speaking of domestic violence, I had to watch this game Thursday night.
The game he's referring is the Jaguars and the Titans. Titans end up winning the game 36-22.
Yeah, it was more. Don't let that school
you.
You're
just trying to figure out who to blame in Jazz mode. Look at Blake Bortles for the season. 1,900 yards, 12 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Kind of in contrast what he did last season, where he was pretty strong last season. But I don't know who to blame. We're trying to figure out the head coach. But
I will tell you who to blame.
I'm going to go ahead and get Kevin the microphone. And
according to the team, or according to most of the players, the fans are to blame.
So I'm going to go ahead and let Kevin sound off on his Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, there's somebody to blame. The blame lies with the only consistent thing over the last 4 years has been one person and one person only, and it's been Gus Bradley. You do not go 14-40 and think everything is okay and still be all rosy and sunshiny and everything like that. You went through your second offensive coordinator. You fired your second offensive coordinator. You've already fired a defensive coordinator that you had last year. These guys were handpicked by one guy and one guy only to come in and coordinate this team. But they're bad. So everything seems to key in on one person and one person only, and that's Gus Bradley. You know what? Nicest guy in the world. I can't say nothing about him as a person. He's the nicest guy in the world. But as a coach, he absolutely, positively sucks big, gigantic donkey balls. He is the worst head coach in the history of the NFL. And for all them analytics people and stuff, that's a stat. That he is statistically the worst head coach in the history of the NFL. He's bad. He's terrible. He doesn't know how to make in-game adjustments. He doesn't adjust after the game. He doesn't adjust during bye weeks. It can go back to we had a bye week. You would think you would come out. You're going to be playing a game. Out of the bye week, you would be ready to go. You get dog-nutted on after the bye week. You play horrible against the Raiders after the bye week. Your first game back at home in God knows how long, and you go and lay an egg. And then we boo at the stadium. We boo because for 10 years we have put up with not even mediocrity. We have put up with below mediocrity. We put up with mediocrities here. The fossils where the dinosaurs are right below mediocrity. We're below the dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. We're getting to where it gets warm because we're getting next to the Earth's core with how bad that we have had it for the last 10 years. The bad thing is, by this regime that has came in, we have gotten lied to for years saying we've got players, we're going to be better, we're going to put a better product out on the field. Yet every time we go to these games, we get the same outcome. Garbage. Then you have players wanting to take offense because we're booing. Say that the fan base in London is better. Because they boo. You want to know why they don't boo? Because they don't know no better. They cheer kicking. They cheer punting. They cheer anything that has to do with a foot hitting a ball. They cheer that because there's some knowledgeable fans over there, yes. But most of them go to cheer punting and all this stuff. But you're quick to go, oh, well, they're good. The fans over there love us. Well, they love you because, number one, you play over there every stinking year. So and guess what? You actually win games over there. You're 2-2 over there. You ain't won 2 games at home in Jacksonville in 3 years combined. But yet we're supposed to hit here and take it. You got people that paid for season tickets that said they're not going anymore because you want to sit there and you want to lambaste them because they boo. You want to sit there and go, well, we heard all these Raider fans and everything in the stadium, and there was more cheering for what was going on in the pools than there was going on the field. You want to know why? Because there was boobies in the pool, but there was bupkis on the field. You played like what we were seeing in the pool. Ass. That's what y'all play like. You come home and you give us a big plate of just dung. You play like crap, but you expect us not to boo? And it hurts your feelings because we boo? Look here, Malik Jackson. I'll take your $90 million. I'll gain some weight, and I'll go out there and I'll take your place. You come take my place at my job. Then you come pay for tickets. You can boo me all you want to. I'm making $90 million to play a sport. You boo me as much as you want to. Guess what? I'm still going to go pay my check. I'm still going to go cash it. I'm still going to be able to drive around in whatever fancy car you're driving around in. And I'm still going to be going out there and getting paid to play a sport. You know how much all of us fans would like to be able to do what y'all do? We would all give our left nut, which I already have gave, to go and play a sport and get paid as much as you guys do to do it. Not all of us have got blessed to do what y'all do.
Yep.
You know what? You need to be thankful that there is people that actually go and pay to see you play a sport. You need to be thankful, because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have nowhere to go and do this at.
Yep.
If it's not for the fans, y'all have nothing. Nothing. If we all stopped coming, or y'all would move to somewhere else or whatever like that. But damn it, y'all would not be, you wouldn't have anything. And to go and criticize us because there are Oakland fans in the crowd, well, guess what? You play better, and it would be full of Jaguar fans. It's not our fault that y'all play like crap. Stop playing like crap, and then you'll have an excuse for us not to boo you.
Who's the other player that said something?
Stop. Allen Robinson said something. Allen Robinson, catch a dang football. And then you'll have an excuse to tell me to stop booing you. Catch a football. Do something. Just Rashad Green says half of these people that are booing can't do what we did. You sat the bench the next game. You did not play from the coaching staff. Guess what? This guy booing could do the same exact thing you were doing last game.
That's so true.
You had just as many yards as I did last game. 0. But you know what? I had to sit there and watch a half of this game and go, what? And look on Twitter and see everybody bashing you guys. But yet you want to bash us as a fan base? Get out of here.
Wow.
I take my sons to the game, and the boy has only saw a Jaguar win one time. And he's been to multiple games, and he has only saw y'all win one time. One time he stayed there and said he wasn't leaving until y'all win a game. I had to look at him and say, you might be here for over a year. But you want to bash us. We have been lied to for 4 years that it's going to get better, and it hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse.
Hey, you got the right to feel that way, too.
And the only consistent thing through this whole thing has been one person and one person only, and it's been Gus Bradley. He has been the one consistent thing that has absolutely made this team horrible.
How critical are you on Blake Bortles right now?
Huh?
How critical?
I'm not critical on Blake Bortles because he doesn't have nothing around him. The offensive line could have been solved. You could have got sitting Alex Mack and you solved all your problems. You didn't even look at any of them. You threw no money out there whatsoever on the offensive line. You threw all this money at the defense. 36 points against the Tennessee Titans. Where was all this money that got thrown around on defense? Where were you, Malik? Were you chilling in the pools this game? Because they damn sure ran over y'all's asses. So where were you at? Do I got the right to question you where you were at on the field? Since you want to question us where we were at in the stand. But we're not supposed to boo. Y'all better hope I don't go to the next game. Because all I'm doing the whole game is booing. Boo, 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 boo. And the only reason I'd go to the next game is because it's the military game. And then the only reason I would go to the December 11th game is to watch arguably one of my favorite Jaguars go into the pride of the Jaguars. Other than that, I could care less about going and seeing the product that they're putting on the field because the product that they're putting on the field is terrible. It's terrible. And the fact that we've been lied to for 3 years that it's going to get better and that it was supposed to get better in year 4 under this regime is full of poppycock. It's terrible. But yet they want to sit there and blame us. Kiss my ever-loving hind end.
All right, let's move forward.
And I didn't use the F word.
Hey, let's move on.
I say ass and poop.
That's cool.
I said ass and poop.
Hey,
I didn't even say.
You could have won. Hey, listen.
I said poop.
That's your squad, and I was.
It's terrible, man.
You can say whatever you want about your squad, and it's not.
But it's terrible. You going after the fans on Twitter, social media. And somebody went after Alan Hearns today and he said something. He goes, I haven't said nothing negative about the fans. Alan Hearns is one guy you should hear nobody say anything negative about anyway. He's out there with a hurt shoulder, and he continues to play for garbage. He continues to go out there and bust his butt for garbage. It's just for nothing. He's out there with one arm. Last year he played with a hernia that he had to get surgically repaired at the end of the year last year. He was out there playing with that. But yet, guys can't even catch the ball and say, well, y'all don't need to boo us. Well, who else we going to boo? We have every right to do what we want to do.
I do.
That's what we get as paying customers. It's ridiculous. That's how bad it's getting, though. Everything is falling apart because you're doing that kind of crap. Instead of focusing what's important on it, you're busy attacking us. Stop attacking us. Attack the team that you're going to be playing across from, like you're attacking us. Do that. That'd be more fun to watch.
What do they got, the Chiefs this week?
Yeah, the Chiefs who ain't got nobody right now. Nick Foles is going to be starting. Nick Foles will eat us up for 300 yards. Your fantasy pickup of the week is Nick Foles.
All right, let's run down through the picks and we'll go to some college football.
Stupid, retarded. Don't boo. Don't boo us. Shut up, you bunch of sissies.
Hey, man, what do you always say about the generation and the world that you
The damn millennial. They're acting like a bunch of millennials. Oh, we can't have anything negative said about anything. Damn, y'all couldn't have lived in the 80s or 90s. Right. Here's what kills me. Let them been in Philly and say something like that. How unmerciful would Philadelphia have been on them? How unmerciful would a place like New York be on these guys? But yet you want to get mad because we boo? Don't get it twisted. If you was somewhere else and y'all played like this, y'all be getting it way, way worse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, trust me.
If they was in Philly, they'd be getting batteries thrown at them.
Fans are definitely disappointed all that. But imagine they was in the...
Eagles fans would throw batteries at them. We do nothing except throw booze. We don't throw... Not that booze. Not the good booze. We have to drink that because we have to watch that crap. But God almighty, man.